everyone, this is Mary with Studio B. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to have a supported posture while you're laying down in Savasana or Corpse Pose, which for some people can be very painful. So it's nice to have some options to help you feel comfortable for when you are lying down and doing a practice. So we've got a couple of choices here. If you have a yoga mat, you can use that. If you have a blanket or two, you can lay that out flat on the floor, or else you can even use a yoga mat with a blanket on top. Next, I have a bolster here. I also have a bolster underneath me for my seat, which I'll move when I get into position. I also have a blanket that's rolled up and handy. It can also be a towel, but something that you can roll. It's probably the circle of your hand, so it's like this width right here. So with every movement that we do, we like to do it intentionally, especially when we're setting ourselves up if we have any mobility challenges. So whatever you're doing, making sure you take your time. If there's anything that doesn't feel good, you can stop and try it in a different way. So I'm going to show you what works for me. I have a spinal and cervical disability. It's in my lower back for the spinal issue, and then I like to prop up my neck as well. So I have my yoga mat ready to go. So what I like to do is get pretty centered before I transition to my back. Now I know that I like to have a bolster underneath my knees, so I put this right next to me so it's handy. I like to use this rolled up blanket underneath my neck, so I put this here as well. And then I have the blocks and the bolsters for more options, but everything's within reaching distance, so I don't have to move when I get down, so I can fully support myself. So I'm on my knees, and I'm going to put my hands down, and I'm doing this towards the camera so you can see me, but I'm slowly shifting my weight, coming over to one side of the mat, and I'm going to put my hips down, like so, and I'm going to lower myself down with both my arms, taking my time. And then I like to kind of do a little scoot here. It's going to be different for everyone, and slowly roll onto my back. And I'm shifting my weight gradually. It doesn't have to be a large movement until I feel like I'm pretty centered on the mat. I'm going to take the rolled up blanket. This goes underneath the neck, and then this bolster is going to go underneath my knees, and I'm kind of wiggling it around. I can feel it, like so. So that way I have a little bit of elevation so I'm not prone on the ground. If you need a little bit more underneath the knee or the neck, you could add a blanket or a bolster. Again, you want to play around with this to see what's comfortable for you. So as I'm settling down into this posture, I want to make sure that I feel fully supported, because we're usually in this posture for 15 minutes or more sometimes for meditation practice or yoga nidra. You can also use your blocks. Let's say your arms don't feel supported. These are soft blocks. They're really nice. You can use a rolled up blanket or towel. You can also place them here, so you have lots of options. Just play around with your yoga props. It doesn't have to be yoga props. It can be towels or blankets. And again, you can adjust. Everything's movable, and it's next to you. So if I feel this needs to go up, it goes up. If I want it more underneath the neck, it goes there. Or else you might not need it at all. So really giving yourselves options when you are in Shavasana or lying down. And also remembering that your body is going to be different than your instructors, and you do know what's best for you. So before you always take cues and tips, but also remembering it's okay to play around till you find what works best for your posture. So I'm going to show you also how to get out of this, because That's also very important to know. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove whatever's, if you have anything by your knees. You can put this off to the side, and I'm doing it by feel. And then I'm going to take the rolled up blanket away as well. And I know just from previous experience, if I roll to the side right now, I'll roll off the mat. So I like to shift towards the edge away from where I'm going to roll. Then I'm going to slowly go to my side. And you're going to land with your knees. And you can prop your head on your arm. Again, you're going to see what feels best for your body. Then I'm placing one hand down as I start to press up. And then I'm using this hand as well. And now I'm up to a seated position. And we're going to get back to our knees like we were before by placing this hand back down and slowly shifting our weight over. Again, play with what works best for you. And then I slowly get up one leg at a time. So again, this is going to be different for each person, but this is what I like to use when I'm doing my Savasana or lying down practices. Again, play around with your props. Really listen to what your body's saying. You can always add more and take it away. Make sure everything's within reaching distance. And remember, you're going to know what feels best for you, so find the most supported posture so you can have that sustained practice. Thanks for joining me in Studio B.